Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode of Help I'm Gay.
And if you're looking for help, go to BetterHelp. It's the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. Sarah and I have been using BetterHelp for over a year now. We love how easy it is that we can just set up a time whenever it's convenient for us. We're both really busy. We have different schedules, and we can just do it from the comfort of our home. We love our therapists.
You can choose your therapist to find someone that suits you, and our therapist is amazing. We love her.
We love her.
Almost every couple of weeks, we have a session.
We do a check-in.
And it's really helpful. It doesn't always have to be about something big and devastating you're going through. It could be like a life change, like getting married, and you need somebody to talk to about it.
And maybe it's stressful.
And help you through it. And our therapist is just one of 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists that can help with a wide range of issues.
So to get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist from their network.
Then you can talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's text, chat, phone, or a video call.
You can also message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you.
And if your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason at all, you can switch to a new therapist and there's no additional charge.
With BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom picked for you. More scheduling flexibility, and at a more affordable price.
So you can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/gaywomen. That's betterhelp.com/gaywomen.
We've also linked it below.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our podcast. I'm Sarah.
I'm ADRIANNA, and this is Help.
Help.
I'm gay.
Now what?
Just when you thought coming out was your biggest problem, it was only the tip of the iceberg.
Now you're experiencing every gay problem. Welcome to the club.
Every gay problem, everywhere, all at once.
Maybe you've seen us before and maybe you haven't. We are the creators of the Gay Women channel on YouTube. We have made over 500 videos for gay ladies.
For those young listeners that don't know what YouTube is, it's a social media app where you can upload videos of yourself that are longer than a minute.
And we're so ingrained in doing YouTube videos that you almost said viewers, but listeners. But it's viewers because it's also people can watch these podcasts on our YouTube channel.
Because we'll never let it go.
No, if you want to also see our beautiful faces, watch us laugh in person, you can do it.
Do you ever listen to a podcast or listen? We're also old enough that we listen to radio talk shows and be like, you want to know what they look like? You're like, I want to match the voice to the face.
It's really the same thing when you even listen to a song or a new artist.
True.
And you're like, whoa, what does this person look like?
And then it's never what you think.
Never. This podcast, we asked our followers, people watching our YouTube channel, people following us on social media to ask us their anonymous questions of just gay things that they need help with.
And we're going to try and help with our advice. I'm putting that in quotation marks.
This week's episode is called Let the Mind Games Begin.
And this episode has by far the longest submissions out of any of the podcasts we've done so far.
Yeah,
any of the episodes we've done so far.
Spare no detail, and you guys did not. So why do girls play mind games? Are we trying to? Or maybe we just don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of is she into me? Is she not into me? Is she flirting? Is she just being nice? Why did she kiss me? Then why did she run away? Okay, everyone, buckle in. You are in for at least a 3-hour podcast. We got some stories for you today. We got some issues. We got some troubles.
Let's start with a short one.
Perfect.
The only short one.
The only short one.
This is from Giselle.
Giselle.
How to know when a girl is flirting with you or just being playful. Are you good at flirting, Age?
I am phenomenal at flirting when I do not like a girl.
Oh, when you do not.
Yes.
What? Explain. Because you don't like her, so you're overcompensating how nice you are?
Well, I'm just very nice and funny, and I can flirt because I'm I don't want this girl to like me back, so there's no pressure. But
why would you flirt if you don't like her?
Well, it's just like being flirty. But if I like someone, I am sorry you had to endure some of the flirting that it's not good.
Do you have a go-to flirting move?
No.
Just
try and be funny.
Being funny.
That's all I got going for me. Make her laugh. That's how. What was that meme? It was like, make her laugh till she oinks. Oink, oink, girl, you're mine now. That is, yeah.
Do you think you can tell when someone is flirting?
No.
No?
Not at all. Not even a little bit. I'm so bad to the point that I should just go with my opposite gut reaction. Where if I'm like, this girl's definitely not flirting, she is. And if I'm like, she's definitely flirting, she isn't. What about you?
I'm maybe the opposite, but in a weird way. So I am horrible at flirting, which is weird because I'm a Scorpio. But maybe sometimes people think I'm good at it because I'll be like, hey, can I buy you a drink? And they're like, ooh, she's mysterious. What is it about her? It's anxiety. Then I think everybody is flirting, even when they're not. Like that's
is that also a Scorpio thing?
That's my negative. I don't know. But anyways, no, I don't think I can also tell. Lesbians are bad at flirting.
Yeah.
Because this is she's who's this name? Giselle? I don't remember what
Giselle.
Or just being playful. I think everyone gets confused. Like, is she being nice? Is she my friend?
I also think lesbians are so bad at flirting that we can't even write girls flirting. Like, because everyone's like, oh, Shane is the ultimate flirt. But if you actually watch the L Word, she's a terrible flirt. She doesn't do anything. She's just like, hey. And everyone's like, oh my God. Because lesbians don't even know how to write lesbians.
Well, they just like look. Shane looks at a lot of girls.
She's looking. Is that it? Is that flirting?
And then they like go into a back room or a car. I don't really know.
Pick a place. They've done it.
I think for this specific question, maybe take some clues. Is she playful with just you, or is she playful with everyone?
True.
Because then it's her personality.
That's a great answer. I would have never thought about that.
Also, I think
stalk her, videotape her, find out how she acts.
Don't do any of that. But also, is it like consistent? Like playful flirty, or is she getting like more flirty?
Is she touchy?
Is she getting like
is she touchy feely? I feel like that's maybe a sign.
Yeah. Also, but if she is with everybody,
yeah, that's
then
true.
Not so much a sign, because it's just
some people are just touchy. Yeah. People. See, I'm not touchy, so if someone touches me, I'm like, that's flirting. Why would you touch me?
Also, I guess what's missing from this question is what her relationship is with this person. Is it a friend, an acquaintance, a coworker, your dentist? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Your dentist is definitely flirting with you. This is coming in hot from Holly. What do you think it means when another lesbian doesn't reject nor accept your confession, but instead pretends it never happened? And when pushed, she just sends memes implying she can't explain how she feels. This is someone I've been online friends with for years, and according to my friends, and I guess me too, she's definitely flirted with me before, but maybe she doesn't like the idea of LDR since we live in different countries, or she's too stressed out by her life circumstances to have a relationship, or I'm not her type, or she thinks she doesn't deserve a relationship. At any rate, she's been more reserved lately, even before I confessed, and seems to have low self-esteem, so I just want to support her even if she doesn't want to date me. Wow, is this a lesbian question?
I was thinking the same thing.
This is so gay. This is the most amount of assumptions out of any question we've gotten so far.
This is, I've been overthinking a situation for weeks.
And I've come up with every possible solution.
Wow.
So here's the thing.
Online friends with for years, so they know each other well.
Yes. Well, like, okay, let's break this down.
I guess also when you're online with someone, I guess unless like you're FaceTiming or maybe you're taking trips to see each other, if you're just texting and messaging, it's probably hard.
Oh, it's easy to ignore something when you're just texting. You know, she ignored her confession.
Yeah, but it's also hard to know maybe what a person means or is thinking and feeling if you're just like reading texts.
I wonder if they've met in person. Well, I guess actually flirting through text is easy.
It's easy because you can like take your time.
Yeah, you can actually
and you can call a friend.
You can Google.
You can ask the audience.
Okay, to help out Holly here, I don't want to say the obvious answer, but like maybe ask her.
Yeah.
And maybe don't do it via text or email or messaging. If you FaceTime, it's harder to avoid when you flat out ask someone, hey, remember when I confessed my love to you?
Well, that's also putting them on the spot.
But then I think you just need an answer. Whatever it is, you need to be okay with the answer of, I feel the same way. I don't feel the same way.
I feel like a lot of the solution to these mind games is communication.
Yeah. And I think maybe when you ask, you can say, hey, I'm okay with whatever the outcome is.
Mm-hmm.
I understand I live in Canada and you live in Russia. And it maybe won't work out between us. And I still want to be friends, but just curious.
Yeah, I like also though, like having those conversations is scary.
I will never take the advice I give.
No.
I'll never do it.
A disclaimer.
Yes.
From the podcast. Adrianna is great at giving advice. Very bad at taking it.
Bad at taking it and bad at actually doing what
Executing.
I say. Executing. Do as I say, not as I do. Is that that's a saying?
You're like, just talk to her.
Just ask her. Oh my God, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
As someone who would avoid this for years.
Good luck, Holly. Next question. I had to break up with my girlfriend after a 1.5 years of long distance due to COVID because she did not seem to want to take the next step. She needed therapy. She needed therapy. I needed therapy. And we
all need therapy.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah. And we have been separately working on ourselves for 2 years now. We don't talk. There was no actual ghosting / blocking, but we are no longer in each other's lives. Through therapy, I figured out who I am and the mistakes I made. And I had to realize that despite the long distance, I was only happy in my life when I was with her. My question is, am I invading her personal space if I let her know that I still love her and that we should have a conversation? I accept if she doesn't answer, but I am scared to reach out. Thank you so much, Belinda.
Belinda, first of all, the names. Thank you for asking us this question instead of your therapist. I really take that to heart.
And also she said some of the things that we said for the last question because, she's accepting the answer, but
Yes.
she's scared to reach out. And honestly, the answer, you already gave it. I think, would it be worse to never know or to not get an answer?
Yeah. And okay, life is too short to take years of your life never knowing something.
What? Okay, that's an easy answer. You will not take the advice.
Never. I'll never do it.
So what's if you're scared, maybe what's the first baby step?
Well, I think
maybe that's not
they haven't
easy
they haven't
if you're-
talked in years, right?
Yeah. So maybe be like, hey,
I think
about
the type
you.
of person that would reach out. Maybe I wouldn't, reach out right away with a specific question of hey, want to get back together or whatever. I'm like, oh, I realized that I was happiest when I was with you. But I would start the conversation again.
Just to see if they
reach out
even
and
are
see if
open
exactly
to
to talking. What if this person is dating someone else or not dating someone else?
Right. Then you do not want to tell them you're in love with them.
Exactly. Get a feeler.
That's a safer answer, I think.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think that eventually you will have to. I think you'll have to reach out. It's too difficult to live your life not knowing about what could have been.
Or while you're waiting for her to break up with her new girlfriend, you'll meet somebody and then maybe you'll never reach out. You don't know.
Those
If
are the
you're over
saddest
it.
stories of when you can never get the timing right with someone you should be with. It's heartbreaking.
Especially if this person also never got over them
Yeah, you don't know. You could both be just pining for each other. And if you are, can you let me know and I'll write a movie about it? If it's a happy ending or not.
You could probably just take all of these questions and like string them into one movie. All right, well, the next one's a long one and it's all yours.
Great. Are you guys ready? Buckle in. Taylor. This is who sent this. It's Taylor. Okay, Taylor. I dated my best friend for almost 4 years. It ended last year, but before that 4 years of relationship, we were best friends for 6 years. We were very close. We saw each other in December by chance in a friend's wedding after no contact for 10 months. It was a surprise for me seeing her there. After a while, during the night, she told me that she still has feelings for me, but she was dating someone new at the moment. She told me that she missed me and all other stuff. I was being very cautious because I did not want to get hurt again. For many reasons, we ended up spending the night together, only slept and talked about our lives of the last month, nothing more. A few days later, she called me to tell me that she ended things with this new girl, unsolicited information, I might say. And then for a few weeks, we talked and texted. She was very enthusiastic and flirty. She would send me pictures of us when we were together and continually said she wanted to see me and gave every clue and hint about her wanting more than a friendship for weeks. So eventually we decided to see each other again to talk, but the last week before seeing us again, she was acting cold and distant. And when we saw each other again, after she explicitly said she wanted to, she comes and says she just wants to be friends again. Like, what the fuck? I told her I could not following the lesbian tradition of staying friends with your ex, haha, but I had really strong feelings for her. During our relationship time, we talked several times about marriage and future plans, so I could not imagine being her friend again after all that we lived together. I was looking forward to that conversation because I needed to understand what happened really in our breakup, because the same day it ended, she was saying she wanted to marry me, and a few hours later, she calls to end things, saying she needed to work on herself alone. And that was it. 4 years of relationship and 10 years of friendship ended in a 5-minute call. I am in a much better mental space now after a year of the breakup, and after having that conversation, I think it helped me to get proper closure and really see that she is not what I hope for in a partner or even a friend. But lately, I've been having doubts about losing her friendship for good. Should I accept her offer of being friends in the future, or should I just close that door for good? Thank you for your advice, girls. I've been a fan of your channel and content for many years now. Thank you, Taylor. Taylor, thank you for all the information. And I'm going to give you a real quick response. Remove her from your life.
Block her, delete her.
This is not a person you want to be friends with.
Do you think like, in time?
No.
Never.
Unless you are in a relationship with someone, it's super solid. You're like, I am so over this girl. I will never have feelings for her again.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's so many people in the world and life is too short to have friends like this and this mind game. Yeah. No. I feel like maybe Taylor's younger than us, that you're like, well, I regret it. You won't. Coming from a 36-year-old lesbian, you're not going to regret this.
Also, yeah, like don't give her the chance to ruin your new relationship either. And like lesbian breakups are a marathon.
They are.
And like they all have these ups and downs where you feel good and you're getting over it, and then she comes back, and then you connect again, and then you break up again.
Well, I think always too, it's like one that wants to still be in the relationship, and then the other that just doesn't know what they want, and then they string that other person along, hurting them.
That sounds like personal story.
You know who you are who hurt me.
And then like go out there and thrive.
Make sure she knows it too.
No, that's more mind games.
Well, she played the mind games first.
Yeah, no, I know. But like, you don't want that on yourself to have to be like, I have to have fun and have an amazing life so I can show her. Just go actually do something that's fun.
Scorpio of you.
No, I know. But I'm giving the advice I think is good advice.
Not what I would do.
What I would do. No, but it is. It'd be too much pressure on yourself if you're trying to like show her you're having a great time and you're fine without her. Like... All your friends would be like, are you okay? Because you're not okay. Ordering takeout and setting it up on your table to look like you're always at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like shooting your TV screen as like a window of a plane.
Photoshopping yourself in Mexico.
Yeah. It's too much work. It's not worth it.
Well, it depends how much this girl hurt her.
All right. Next question. Vivian.
But why are your names all like straight girl names from the 80s?
I just say what I feel.
Okay.
Hi, Sarah and Adriana. I have followed your channel for more than 7 years and I love your videos. Thank you,
Vivian.
Thank you. The question I will desperately need answers to is, how do you tell if a girl likes you or is just being friendly? I have been to a TGI Friday.
This is my favorite question we've gotten.
Really?
I love
Out
this
of all
one.
of them?
I loved this
Okay,
one.
all right. Oh man, the pressure now. All right, so Vivian has been to a TGI Friday restaurant once, twice maximum, for around 6 months. Now you're making me laugh.
It's so good.
Okay. All right, TGI Friday, twice maximum for around 6 months. There's one gorgeous, super hot lady who works there, clearly remembers me, and sometimes comes over to have a little friendly chat, even when me and my family sit at the area she wasn't in charge of. The funny thing was when I had a Halloween dress up last year and my mom really loved her costume, so she offered to take photos with my mom, and my mom made me take a photo with her as well. So now I have 2 photos of her, one with my mom and one with me, standing awkwardly next to her. Gay panic. Until this day, I still don't know if she's just being friendly or I can give her my number, LOL. P.S. I'm in an Asian country, so there's nothing to do with tips.
First, I need to say, I think it's absolute bullshit that Asia has TGIFs, but we do not.
In Canada?
In Canada. Is Canada not good enough for you, TGI Fridays? I want to meet some hot waitress at TGI Fridays.
That takes photos with you and your mom.
Yeah.
Also, your mom sounds like an amazing wingman, and you drop the ball. Like, your mom is like, oh, you should take photos with my daughter.
Yeah, your mom's not stupid. She knows you're into that waitress, and she's like, okay, I'll make the move for
She's
you,
like,
Vivian.
come over. Let's take photos together. I love your costume.
Vivian, you really blew it, I think. Also, do you remember being young years ago and like going to a restaurant with your family and you have like having a crush on the waitress and thinking like you're closeted, you're a gay little kid, and the waitress is being really nice because she wants tips and it's her job to be nice, and you're just like, oh my god, I'll have the chicken fingers. And the girl probably wasn't even cute, but I was just so gay and I was like, I would date you.
If you've been to the twice maximum, you've only met this woman twice. Once.
Look, I'm going to say
twice maximum.
Go give her number. Give her your number.
If you're
just do it.
You're not going to TGI Fridays that often.
Yeah. Or you go more often and see what's going on.
That's a big commitment to TGI Fridays.
It's delicious. It doesn't matter. You'll get something out of it.
Do you think the social community manager of TGI Fridays wrote this question just so we would say TGI Fridays?
TGI Fridays over and over again.
Question for you. If there was a really hot, gorgeous waitress that you wanted to give her your number and you were flirting with her and you liked her, but it took you a while, what restaurant would you go to?
Cracker Barrel.
Ooh.
But you know what? I don't think there's any like hot waitresses at Cracker Barrel.
You might be offending the Cracker Barrel waitresses listening to our podcast.
I think Cracker Barrel has a type of person that they want working there, and TGI Fridays has a type of person.
If you had to go a dozen times to eat at this restaurant because you liked this girl,
yeah,
you'd be picking Cracker Barrel.
It might make me sick. So you know what? I don't know.
Oh, but okay.
No, I'd go with Cracker Barrel. I don't know. Olive Garden?
It can be any restaurant.
Like maybe a Mexican joint.
Okay.
You know what? Honestly, I'm not picky. Pick a restaurant. I'll go there.
You'll just go there 10
If there's
times.
a hot girl there, honestly, I'm not being picky. I like food. I like girls. I'm down for anything.
Yeah. I get that. I just mean, what could you eat over and over and over again?
Oh, that's your question.
Yeah, because you would sit there and you'd have to order every time, and you would keep going back for this waitress.
Like a chain restaurant?
Have we been talking this long and you did not understand the question? Not just like, what restaurant would you go? What restaurants do you like?
I don't know. Well, yeah, well, it is. I like Cracker Barrel,
What could
but
you
I don't know.
eat
Okay.
20 times in a row because you're flirting with the waitress? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, like I'm going to be practical about this.
Yeah.
I'll say Cheesecake Factory because it has such a big menu. So there's just lots to choose from. Also, we only have a few in Canada, so.
Yeah, and there's always a line, so we can never go.
Oh, exactly.
That's a good
What's the one you can eat over and over again?
I mean, okay, if I could eat an In-N-Out burger.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that would hurt my stomach.
It would
over
hurt.
And over again.
But it's for love.
One of the girls that's wearing like their outfit, you'd be like, I'll go back.
With the little paper hat?
Yeah.
Japanese food. I could eat and I wouldn't feel bad.
It's healthy for you.
Mm-hmm.
You'd lose weight.
But you know what? I've actually never been to a TGI Fridays.
Never?
I don't think ever. Like, where is one? Why would I have gone?
I must have been like, I don't know. Were they in Canada at one point? I can't remember.
There's one in Niagara Falls, but I've never been.
There's one in Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
No, there's not.
Yeah. Kind of where Chuck's is when you're going down and you like turn.
No, I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's in like a hotel.
A TGI Fridays?
Yeah. It's just
I went when I was like really young. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it probably got taken over by like a bigger company and it's garbage now. But I remember I loved it.
So it's just like burgers and.
I remember being, yeah, it's like Kelsey's. I remember being like 10 years old and all me and my sisters wanted anytime we went anywhere was to go to TGI Fridays. And my dad was like, let's try something new. And we're like, TGI Fridays. And now being older, I'm like, my poor dad wanted to just go to like some diners, drive-in and dive, good food. And he had to eat TGI Fridays every vacation we went on.
So I guess long story short, shoot your shot.
Just go for it.
Ask
her out.
What's the worst that can happen? You got to change your TGI Fridays.
Get plastic surgery, change how you look. And then you can continue going to TGI Fridays. I think it's worth it.
She's been there once, twice max. Like, I don't think she's really missing out if she can't go back to her
true.
TGI
She's not,
Fridays.
Like, obsessed with it.
Yeah. It's not a Cracker Barrel.
That it is not.
How would you do it?
Do what?
Just write. You get your bill, write your number on the.
No, because what if the like bus boy picks it up? I don't want some random guy having.
So how
my
would
number.
you do it?
I would just keep going back constantly
until she gave you her number.
Yes.
You spent all your money at TGI.
Well, how would you do it, Sarah? I'm not the one that's gonna initiate anything.
What time do you get off?
That's amazing.
We should get a drink.
There you go, Vivian. Sarah has a solution for you.
Good luck.
Incredible.
And if you get banned from that TGI Fridays, do not blame us. As long as your mom can go back.
I mean, maybe the server's into your mom. I don't know.
Maybe your mom and the server have gone on a date already.
Yeah. Ask your mom first.
Well, great. The solution to most of these problems is talking and communication.
As we've come to the conclusion for every podcast so far, every episode is communication is key and can solve a lot of problems.
You know, thank you guys for listening again to this episode of Help, I'm Gay.
And if you guys need some help because you're gay, you can submit your questions. You can submit your stories. You can submit your pleas for help at on our Twitter. We have a form you can fill out. It's at the Gay Women channel, or you go to our YouTube video, and the link is in the description.
Yeah, make sure if you're just listening in on the podcast, and you're like, but what do they look like?
This is what we look like. Much older than you thought.
I don't know.
Or maybe younger than we thought. Than you thought. Let us know.
We don't have kids, so
we gotta look pretty good for our age.
I think we look younger.
I think so too.
We released our 10-year anniversary of Pillow Talk, which is our vlog on our YouTube channel, and honestly, I think we look better.
Our fashion sense is definitely better. I think your hair always looks good. My
Your
hair
hair
looks
is
better
better.
now. Yes, absolutely. I can't believe I had long hair for so long.
Your face is better.
Is it? I was so youthful.
I don't know. It's more like chiseled and mature, which I
Maybe.
like. Maybe
Okay,
I'm just
thanks.
into it. You're just getting prettier to me.
Oh, babe. That's so sweet.
Well, I'd never lie to you. If you're ugly, I'll tell you. And you're gorgeous.
Can't wait for that day.
Yeah.
Age, you're now ugly, and you might be ugly forever. You peaked. It's only downhill from here.
I don't know. I feel like you're going to be a really cute old lady.
No. Love my grandmas. Love them. I see my future. It's not good.
But you are not having children.
That's true. I will not have, between the two of them, 8 children.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
Married to a man I probably didn't want to marry. I just had to get out of Italy, and, that was the best. So, yeah, I might be a cute little old lady. I don't know.
Well, again, thank you guys for listening, and we can't wait for the next episode where we're going to read a lot more questions.
Yeah, you guys are messed up. That's all I'm going to say.
We all are. We're all lesbians.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We're messy.
All right. Well, I'm Sarah.
I'm Adriana.
And thank you guys for listening.